Hi, my Bitcoin followers! Bitcoin is crashing 80%, says PlanB top analyst. PlanB is known in the crypto industry for his Bitcoin stock-to-flow, or S2F model. The model essentially projects Bitcoin's price along an upward path in tandem with its halvings and increasing scarcity. He has also constructed a number of other models around the concept, factoring in different aspects, and now has predicted a Bitcoin crash. So, in today's video, we are going to see, is Bitcoin really crashing 80%? Without further ado, let's begin. For more interesting content, make sure you enable all notifications to our channel, give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. And stay tuned for the hottest secrets and information of Bitcoin. The top analyst that built the most accurate pricing model for Bitcoin in his latest interview just predicted that we will see an 80% crash in the Bitcoin price. For those who have never heard of this mysterious analyst, his online alias is called PlanB, and he resides under the Twitter handle @100 trillion USD. Although the analyst remains largely anonymous, he has shared that he is of Dutch heritage and previously worked as an institutional investor with over 25 years of experience in financial markets. He has a background in law and quantitative finance and has always been fascinated by modeling risk and return. In early 2019, PlanB created the Bitcoin stock-to-flow model, in which he uses scarcity and the Bitcoin halving to quantify the value of Bitcoin. Because of the incredible accuracy of his pricing model, combined with his scary accurate Twitter predictions, the analyst PlanB quickly made a name for himself in the cryptocurrency space and rocketed to over 1 million followers on Twitter. Let's first talk about his prediction made in the past. S2F divides Bitcoin's supply, stock, with its production, flow. Bitcoin's annual production halves regularly every 4 years to determine when price rallies and peaks can be expected. Bitcoin hit a new all-time high of $64,000 in mid-April. However, according to PlanB's calculations, this was not the peak of the current bull run. There are various versions of his S2F model, with all of them putting the top of the market cycle well into 6 figures. Following Bitcoin's crash between April and July, which saw it briefly fall below $30,000, PlanB posted his worst-case scenario for the cryptocurrency. Bitcoin was below $34,000 at the time the prediction was made, though PlanB claimed it would hit $47,000 by the end of August, before dipping to $43,000 at the end of September. Both predictions were off by less than 1/3%. So, renowned quantitative analyst PlanB is revealing what he thinks the end of this year will bring for Bitcoin, and how much longer the current crypto bull market can last. In a new interview with Anthony Pompliano, the pseudonymous analyst known for being the first to apply the stock-to-flow (S2F) model to Bitcoin says that he'll be caught off guard if BTC remains below the 6-figure mark by the end of 2021. I would be very surprised if Bitcoin's price would be below $100,000 at the end of the year. That would sort of invalidate my view, my models, and that would certainly surprise me. I do think that we will see a price that is at least $135,000 by Christmas, because that's what my floor model says. Basically, I'm using 3 kinds of models that all say the same thing. PlanB says his 3 models are the S2F, which is traditionally used in the commodities market to derive price based on the flow of supply, another model which utilizes on-chain signals, and lastly a floor model that aims to find the lowest possible price for Bitcoin. If we look at the on-chain signals right now, I would say that the top is at least a couple of months, say 6 months from here, so that would be the end of Q1 of 2022, maybe later. The top end of PlanB's S2FX model pins $288,000 for Bitcoin at the peak of this cycle. However, the analyst suggests that a brief shot above the target before finally correcting is not impossible. I guess we will be above $100,000 or above $135,000 at the end of the year, and will continue to grow maybe towards the F2FX model targets, $288,000 or even above. I would not be surprised even to see Q1 or Q2 next year, prices of $300,000, $400,000, or $500,000. Over the past several months, Bitcoin has dwarfed its 2017 all-time price high, hitting just shy of $65,000 on April 14th. In the following days, BTC proceeded to fall down near $47,500 by April 23rd, roughly a 26% decline. The move, however, is not out of line with previous Bitcoin bull cycles, according to PlanB's tweet. PlanB's tweet on Friday also included a chart of Bitcoin's price actions during the bull markets that ensued following each of its previous halvings. Halvings occurred in 2012, 2016, and 2020. Bull markets followed in 2013, 2017, and 2020/2021. In his tweet, he said, "Nothing goes up in a straight line. Bitcoin has gone up 6 months in a row until this month. This looks like the midway dip that we also saw in 2013 and 2017. Previous bull runs have sustained sizable pullback in price amid the backdrop of a greater macro bull cycle. During the bull run of 2013, after notable upside price action, Bitcoin suffered a crash of about 75% between April and July 2013. After that drop, Bitcoin went on to post significant gains before 2014 hit. In September of 2017, Bitcoin suffered a drop of roughly 40% following significant gains, but went on to hit new highs in subsequent months before falling into a bear market the year after. When Pompliano asked PlanB about how news impacted the S2F model, the pseudonymous expert admitted he kept track of important news developments. This was because he felt regulatory decisions also affected Bitcoin's price. However, PlanB clarified that news events were not part of the S2F model. He also made it clear that he doesn't read CNN, Bloomberg, or the Wall Street Journal when it came to Bitcoin coverage. PlanB explained, "I really do think that we have at least one more cycle to go in the stock-to-flow prediction. So yeah, that would bring Bitcoin to the $1 million to $5 million range, and I really do believe that we're getting there." PlanB has also gained a devoted following on social media, gaining more than 1.2 million followers on Twitter in 2021 alone, with one follower recently describing his stock-to-flow S2F model as amazingly accurate. According to his forecast, Bitcoin will return to its all-time high of $66,930 by the end of next month, before hitting $98,000 in November. December will see it finally reach above $100,000, according to the Analyst, who predicts it will finish 2021 with $135,000, more than 3 times today's price. September has traditionally been a bad month for Bitcoin, with price movements since 2011 averaging out at a 7% loss. The latest dip can be attributed to various factors, including China's crypto crackdown and El Salvador's shaky rollout of its pioneering Bitcoin law. Any number of external factors are able to throw carefully calculated prediction models off course, as positive and negative news can cause chaos in such a nascent market. For more interesting content, make sure you enable all notifications to our channel, give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. And stay tuned for the hottest secrets and information of Bitcoin.